But I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into it today and to give you guys some more tangible tips about how you can construct your life when you're feeling those moments where it's just getting a little bit too much and you want to explode. And I'm going to share with you that I have suffered with anxiety, and I actually suffered with it, I believe, when I was about 14, 15 for the very first time. There were times, guys, where we would go out for lunch and I couldn't even get out the car. I don't even recognize that person. And as I kind of went through my adult life, I've had a crazy past of partying, drugs, alcohol, drinking, I mean like wildness. I never really spent time getting to know me. And so when all of that stuff stopped, it was like, oh my goodness, now what? Now who am I? Who am I in finding my identity? I was afraid to be my true, authentic self. And that was giving me anxiety. I've had areas where I haven't been able to get out the car, where I've scratched myself, where I felt trapped, where I felt like I'm not being my authentic self, where I've been like wrapped up in this bubble, and it feels awful. So now I am being me. I am saying exactly how I feel. I'm saying exactly what happened, and I've never felt more comfortable and assured of who I am and what I'm doing. I've come so far, and that's why I want to be an example for you guys. And if anybody's going through something right now where you're like, I don't know if there is a way out. Well, one, I'm going to tell you, great news, there is. It's going to take a little bit of work. It's going to just take you being dedicated to becoming the best version of yourself, but it's possible. If you choose to implement this stuff, it will change your life. You need to breathe, and you need to count to 10 very slowly, because that's going to slow down your reaction. You need to slow everything down first so that you can intelligently make the right decision next. I need you to acknowledge what triggers it. The next step. Once you have calmed down, you've changed your state, you've written it down, you acknowledge what triggered it, then do something that you love. Because it's going to bring you back to a place of happiness. And you're going to understand how blessed you are. Going into an anxiety attack and that panic, and for me, I used to get so like caught up in the whole thing that then I'd lose a whole day just because I got panicked over one thing. What am I supposed to do to diffuse the situation, to bring me back to who I am? So I had to come to a decision that I was going to take 100% responsibility for having those anxiety attacks, because I was the one who could choose to implement the steps to be able to make a change. I had to remove myself from things that were making me trigger, from a feeling of being trapped, of a feeling of not reaching my full potential. But you have to make the choice and the decision that if you really want to step away from your anxiety, if you really want to, wake up every day and have excitement and purpose and not be worried, you have to do work on yourself. You've got to work on loving yourself so that you can serve other people. You have to love yourself. You have to be your authentic self. You have to be out there being who you truly are. You have to be out there doing what you truly deserve to be doing and doing what your passion is and what your purpose is. I realized that I needed to choose to be grateful. Because when you're grateful for things and you realize how many amazing things you have in your life, that anxiety, that panic is going to disappear. I'm much better now at controlling it because I've decided to take on these steps. So let's recap. You're going to breathe, count to 10 slowly, change your state by doing the little pinch and then a dance. I want you to write down what the worst is going to happen. If dying isn't there, you're all good. Acknowledge what's triggering it. Do something that you love immediately. Change your environment. Choose to be blessed and to be grateful and to serve the world. And lastly, love yourself. And know that people aren't consuming their life thinking about you. You deserve to have the life that you want, free of anxiety, free from panic, and free from feeling negative about yourself. It has to start with you. You have the choice. You have to take 100% responsibility with zero excuses for overcoming your anxiety and making the steps to do so.